I forgot to mention the test results. We've always announced class averages and celebrated perfect scores, so I see no reason to do that any differently now. First period, the class average was 83%, and Nicholas had a perfect score of 100. Second period, the class average was 91%, which means there were lots of high scores, lots of A's, but no perfect scores in second period this time. Fourth period had a class average of 92%, and there were 3 perfect scores: Mimi 101, Surin 102, and Hannah 105. So congratulations on those perfect scores. I am going to tell you what I'm planning to do, even though I haven't done it yet, but I'm planning to do it later tonight. I'm going to take those tests and deposit them in the front of your team files. And so if you're on campus Monday and you want to swing through my classroom, grab your team file and pull your test out of it, you may. You may not want to bother, and that's fine. If you see your score and you're happy with it, or it's just, don't worry. Just know that it's there for you. It's available. If you want to grab a correction sheet and get started on those, you can. But you can just as well wait until we're all back at school and do it then. I'm okay with that, either decision you make. I may not be in my classroom tomorrow. We're in meetings, but you just walk in and help yourself to your test in your team file if you want to do that. You can also grab your math binder if you think you might need it, but I don't think you'll need it. I'm going to have everything you need on these videos. Okay, this would have been the do now, and what I was intending to do here was sort of get multiple different answers to this question, because someone could easily answer 99 cents, or they could say 2 quarters and 3 quarters, 3 quarters and 2 dimes and 4 pennies. There's lots of different possible correct answers for this one. You could even say 9 coins. That's true. What do you have here? 3 apples, 2 oranges, 4 pears, or you could combine them all if you called them all fruit. 9 fruit. And very often a student will give this answer because they sort of either know where I'm going with this, or they just have a clever way of combining those objects. Here we have, now I could say 4 pear and 3 pear, but why would I if I have 7 pear altogether? 7 pear and 2 oranges, or again I could say 9 fruit. And here what we have is, well, I've got x's, I've got y's, I've got whole numbers, I've got x squareds. Here we have a bunch of variable terms and 1 constant term. And what we're going to learn today is we can combine like terms. So in the same way that I could call each of these coins, I could represent each quarter as 25 cents. Each dime as 10 cents. And each penny as 1 cent. That would let me combine them all into 99 cents. If I don't do that, I have to represent them as separate terms: 3 quarters and 2 dimes and 4 pennies. Or I could combine them if I just say I have 9 coins. The like terms in this example, the 3x and the x, when you see x, you need to know that that's 1x. And we've talked about that a lot, so I think you know that. I have 3x and 1x for 4x. And I have 5y and negative 2y. If I add negative 2y to 5y, I have 3y. Here I have 2x squared and 1 more x squared. So I have 3x squared and 18. And that's as far as we can combine them. We'll talk about y on the next slides.